Just 1 hour daily can change your life. A powerful consistency story. English motivational story. Have you ever said, "I'll start tomorrow"? Tomorrow I'll work on my dream. Tomorrow I'll exercise. Tomorrow I'll learn something new. But what if tomorrow never comes? What if the life you've always wanted is waiting for one simple decision? Today. This is the story of Ethan, a 30-year-old man living in Chicago. Every morning, Ethan rushed to a job he didn't enjoy. Every evening, he came home exhausted, ate dinner, watched videos on his phone for hours, and promised himself that tomorrow would be different. But tomorrow always looked exactly like yesterday. One Friday night, Ethan received a notification on his phone. Screen time today, 6 hours 18 minutes. He stared at the number in silence. Then he whispered, "I keep saying I don't have time, but I just wasted 6 hours." That moment changed everything. The next morning, Ethan made one small promise to himself. Not to change his whole life. Not to become rich overnight. Just one promise. 1 hour every morning would belong to his future. The first day was difficult. His alarm rang at 6 a.m. His bed felt warm. His mind filled with excuses. Sleep 1 more hour. You deserve a break. You can start tomorrow. But instead of listening to his excuses, Ethan got out of bed. He made a cup of coffee, opened a book he had never finished, and spent exactly 1 hour learning about business and personal growth. Nothing magical happened. His bank account didn't change. His job didn't change. But something inside him did. For the first time in years, he had kept a promise to himself. Days became weeks. Every morning, Ethan read books, watched online courses, practiced new skills, and wrote down his goals. Some mornings were productive. Others were frustrating. But he never skipped his 1 hour. Slowly, people around him began noticing the difference. His coworkers saw more confidence. His family noticed he smiled more. His manager noticed he solved problems faster. A few months later, Ethan was offered a promotion. Not because he got lucky. Because the person he had become was ready for greater responsibility. One evening, while walking through a nearby park, Ethan met an elderly man sitting quietly on a bench. The man asked, "What changed your life?" Ethan smiled. "I stopped waiting for the perfect day. I gave my dream 1 hour every morning." The old man nodded. Most people underestimate what they can accomplish in a year because they focus on what they can't accomplish in 1 day. Those words stayed with Ethan forever. A year later, Ethan looked back at his old life. He wasn't the same man anymore. He was healthier, more confident, financially stronger, and most importantly, he believed in himself. Not because life became easier, but because he had proven, day after day, that he could keep showing up. So let me ask you one question. If you can spend 1 hour scrolling through social media, can you spend 1 hour building the life you've always wanted? Remember this. Success isn't built in one extraordinary moment. It's built in ordinary hours repeated with extraordinary consistency. Your future doesn't need perfection. It only needs today's first hour. So when tomorrow morning arrives, will you hit the snooze button? Or will you begin writing a brand new chapter of your life? Because just 1 hour a day can truly change your life. The end.